So we're going to go through a few scriptures about what did the disciples really see? What did they really say about what they seen? Because when you read the accounts in the Gospels, none of the disciples identify Jesus. None of them tell you specifically what Jesus looked like, what they were seeing. None of them gives a physical description of what he actually looked like, right? So we're going to start with Matthew 28. Matthew 28:16, this is after Jesus resurrected. Then the 11 disciples went away into Galilee, into a mountain where Jesus appointed them. Verse 17 says, and when they saw him, they worshiped him, but some doubted. Now, this is the disciples seeing Jesus after he resurrected, right? Now, they seeing him. But did everybody believe who saw him? The scripture says some of them doubted what they seen, correct? So let's go to, so we see after that, even after they seen him, some doubted what they seen. Everybody didn't believe what they were seeing, correct? And notice none of them actually gives you a physical description of what they were seeing. So let's go to Luke. We'll go to Luke 24. Luke 24, start at verse 13. And behold, two of Jesus' disciples went the same day to a village called Emmaus, which was from Jerusalem about 80 furlongs, about 7 miles. And they talked together and all these things. They talked about everything that happened. Right, Jesus dying, and they thought he was going to be the Messiah to redeem Israel. Notice they said they thought he was the one that was going to redeem Israel. Not everybody. Not Christians. Not the whole world. And when it came to pass that while they communed together and reasoned, Jesus himself drew near and went with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him. So the Bible don't tell you why was they kept from recognizing who Jesus was, right? So they talking to Jesus. They don't even know who he is, right? They having a full conversation, walking 7 miles, and they don't know who he is. They never give a description, a physical description of the person that they're talking to. And the Bible tells you that they were kept from recognizing him. Why was they kept from being able to identify who he was? Who kept them from seeing that? What kept them from recognizing that? Just want to point that out. And then we'll go to John chapter 20, verse 15. Jesus says unto this Mary Magdalene, Jesus asked Mary Magdalene, he says, woman, why are you weeping? Why do you seek? Whom seekest thou? She, supposing him to be the gardener, says to him, Sir, if thou have borne him hence, tell me where thou hast laid him, and I will take him away. Jesus said unto her, Mary. She turned herself and said unto him, Rabbi, which is to say, Master. Now, Mary Magdalene didn't know who Jesus was. She thought he was the gardener. She didn't know who he was until he called her name. She didn't know him by what she seen. She didn't give us a physical description of what she seen. When Jesus called her name, then some kind of way, she just knew who he was by him calling her name, not by physical description, right? So what did they see? They never said specifically what they seen. And even when they seen what they seen, we see that they never identified what they were seeing. And then we know about the scripture that said the disciples, when they seen Jesus, they thought he was a ghost. And so Jesus had to prove that he wasn't a ghost by sitting down and eating with them. So it's not a good, it's not a lot of evidence, substantial evidence. We don't have any evidence. All we have is what they said, right? What they say they seen and what they saw. They didn't give us specifically. They didn't say specifically what they seen. And even when they seen what they seen, the scripture says some of them doubted what they seen. Think about it.